Like guys, it's pretty crazy. I mean, you can still see the Eiffel Tower, but right now I'm at this other place, which is like, I was thinking it's where the president is, but I don't think so. I'll have to check later. But the reason why like I'm filming something is because I have a distinct remembrance of being here with my family after going to the Eiffel Tower, because I'll just show you guys right now. So those are the two cool towers I'm talking about. It might be the president's palace, but I'm not sure. But if you just see these benches that are on the side here, it was on one of these benches, or maybe an old bench that used to be here, that with my sister and my mom, we just had like lunch or something, or had baguettes and croissants after visiting the Eiffel Tower. I can distinctly remember it. Like, we were here. I can eat, like, I remember like the landscape that is right here behind me. We were like hiking around there, not hiking, but like just taking a walk around it. And yeah, like, I don't know, I'm kind of reliving some of my childhood while I'm here, so it's sick. And hopefully that will continue. Okay guys, so this is the Iranian embassy, which I wanted to go to just because I'm Iranian, but obviously it's a bad symbol because it represents the current regime, which is not good. I just kind of stepped over those lines and the police just got mad at me over there. So that was kind of tense, but so that they do have like some of the Iranian poets there, like statues of them, so that's a good thing at least. But that's interesting that they have an embassy here. I wonder what happened during all the protests that happened during the like the women freedom protests. So I don't know if they had some protests in front of the embassy, but it's crazy that it's only open 3 hours a day though, so that shows how lazy these bureaucratic people are. So next stop is the Canadian embassy after the Arc de Triomphe. Insane. Honestly, this is way more beautiful than the Eiffel Tower because of two things. So obviously the Arc de Triomphe, but that by itself is nothing. If you take a look at the Champs-Élysées behind me, you can see that thing goes forever and it's so wide. I'm actually gonna see if I can quickly go maybe underneath and go to the base of the Champs-Élysées. Sorry, the Arc de Triomphe. If not, I pretty much have to book it down the Champs-Élysées to get back to the train station. And I'm gonna stop at the Canadian embassy on my way there, so it's gonna be sick. So keep in. So I'm in the tunnel going underneath the roundabout, because that's probably the biggest roundabout in France. I'm pretty sure it's so big that there's no pedestrian crossing either. But if you guys ever have been or are going to the Arc de Triomphe, this is how you get underneath. Actually, there's a massive line coming up, so I'll probably be turning around soon. But it's crazy to think that 7 years ago, probably, I was taking the same path to my family. That's all I keep on thinking about. I keep on thinking of that, and also the fact that Hitler was here as well. He was here at the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe back in the day. So it's the only things that comes to my mind. But this is pretty much it. I'm underneath the roundabout right now. So basically, underneath, there's no way to actually get to the base of the Arc de Triomphe. You have to go through that line. But there also is the Unknown Soldier, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which I'd like to see. They pretty much have the same thing in Canada, where it's a soldier that is unknown and represents all the soldiers that have no known grave. But actually, I just see now that for me the ticket is free. I'll probably have to come back because I'm rushed and I don't have my proof of student status, so I probably couldn't make it anyways. But hi guys. So turns out that I'm just dumb. You only need a ticket to get to the top, but anybody can come underneath. As you can see, I currently am. It's crazy to see all the inscriptions that are on the roof and everything. But actually, the thing I wanted to talk about, the Unknown Soldier. So that's the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. You can see it has like an internal flame. Fortunately, you can see you can't have access to the front of it. So like when I was reading it upside down. But that's basically a French soldier that passed away in a war and recognizes all other French soldiers who have no known grave. There's also a bunch of other plaques here, which apparently you're not supposed to walk on because I just saw somebody walk around. It's pretty surreal to be underneath the Arc de Triomphe. And you guys can see, of course, the Champs-Élysées right there. So I'm about to be running down that road very soon. So that was it for the Arc de Triomphe. So I'm definitely gonna have to make this a 2-part vlog, even though I'm only for one day. Champs-Élysées is just such a massive avenue, like I can't even understand. So basically, you have McDonald's right here, right? And then they have like an outside booth on the side of the curb as well. And then look at this. So like you have a Dior store here, where you station. See the white one? And then there's another one just there. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think they might be closing one down and opening up this new one because this white one looks much newer. I hate all these high expensive luxury fashion stores though. Like I would never ever buy from them. But also the next thing that I would like to add is these, like the third and the fourth floor of these buildings are all residential. I'm pretty sure. Like some of them are like it's actually a store that's 4 floors, but most of them are only like the first 2 floors. So like, I mean, I'm gonna look at this and look into this after if I have the chance. But I'm like thinking that these are like tens of millions of dollars to buy an apartment on this fucking avenue, which is just stupid. But I mean, if you want to live on the most popular road in the entire world, that's what you gotta have to do. Yeah, like this road is so famous. Like honestly, this is the part that I was most excited for, and it's definitely lived up to its expectations. So yeah, I'll definitely be showing you guys everything I see on the avenue. Champs-Élysées. Hi guys, so I'm in the biggest Apple store in Paris, or in France, I guess. Look at this ceiling. There's also an event going on currently, and there's like 50 rooms in here, so it's insane. Like I'll just show you guys quickly. It's like 3 to 4 stories tall. Like look at this. Like I'm probably wasting time being here, but it's so massive, so I have to check it out. And actually my friend told me about it. I didn't know it was on Champs-Élysées, but it makes sense now that I think about it. But yeah, this is like the main garden, I guess, and they have events here. So right now there's like some interview. I guess this guy must be famous, but yeah, there's so many rooms, so I'm not gonna show you it all, but that's just really cool to see. All right, guys, so unfortunately it started raining a bit again, but I just left the Apple store, as you can see. And look at the fucking Louis Vuitton flagship store, I mean, sorry. Look how big it is, and then it has some weird lady hanging off the top. These stores are so stupid, man. And they have Dior beside it, so there you go, guys. Another Louis Vuitton store, but it looks like this one is the one that was shut down due to the opening of the other one, which is just so extra. And of course we have a massive Nike store here. Let me quickly cross the road even though it's red. But yeah, there's a Nike store. What else is there? All these stupid brands. So yeah, I probably won't show you guys any more brands, but if there's anything else that's cool, stay tuned. Check this out quickly. You got a 3-story Five Guys. The interesting thing about France is how some fast food chains succeed, American fast food chains succeed, and how some others don't. For example, McDonald's is good here, Burger King is good here, Five Guys, of course, but like A&W, freaking, what are the other popular ones? I can't remember. Also, Popeyes is big here, but yeah, it's interesting that Five Guys is especially well known here, and it's 3 stories on the Champs-Élysées, and there's people at every single floor eating food. So, but junk food is no. But one mistake I made today though is I have not eaten at all. So I should have got one of the Too Good To Go things, like the anti-food waste baskets, but I didn't make the time for it. So now I'm gonna face the consequences. Notably, I'm hungry as shit, and I'm gonna have to like run 5 kilometers in under an hour, but it's all good. All right, guys, so I'm at 4% battery. I had to make one last stop before I went to the train station, which is still far away. So hopefully we're gonna make the train. Of course, the Canadian Embassy, gotta respect Canada. You know, Canada has to come and pay their dues when they're here in France. And if ever I get screwed over in Paris or in France, I'll have to come here to get help. But they also have the Sotheby's auction house. I don't know if you can see it, but basically they're the ones who sold that one Leonardo da Vinci painting for like $500 billion or whatever to the, or 500 million, I think, to the Saudi crown prince, which is the most corrupt person in the world. But yeah, that's the highlight there, the Canadian flag, the Canadian Embassy. And yeah, right now I'm gonna run over to the train station. All right, guys, so that does it for the 3-part series in Paris. The ending to this one was abrupt because I had no battery and I had to run to the station. I got there on time, but unfortunately with my ticket, I didn't confirm it. So I actually had to wait until the morning to take the next train. So that was kind of unideal, but I made it back home eventually. So yeah, hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for next week.